Everybody wants motivation. People wait for it, search for it, depend on it. They watch motivational videos, listen to powerful speeches, save quotes they will forget tomorrow, and for a few minutes, they feel unstoppable. But then reality returns, the alarm rings early, the work becomes difficult, the excitement disappears, and suddenly, they stop. That is the dark truth about motivation. It never stays. Most people believe successful people are constantly motivated. They imagine disciplined people waking up excited every morning, always focused, always inspired, always ready to work. That fantasy destroys people because real growth looks very different. Real growth is boring, repetitive, painful, lonely, and most days you will not feel motivated at all. That's the truth nobody wants to hear. The people who change their lives are usually the people who learned how to work without motivation, because motivation depends on emotion, and emotions are unstable. Some days you feel powerful. Other days you feel broken. Some mornings you feel inspired. Other mornings you feel exhausted. If your actions depend on emotions, your life will always remain inconsistent. That's why so many people stay stuck. They only work when they feel ready. But nobody truly feels ready. The gym does not care about your feelings. Your goals do not care about your mood. Success does not care about your excuses. Life rewards action, not intention, and there is a massive difference between the two. Millions of people intend to change. Millions of people intend to change. Very few actually do, because action becomes difficult the moment motivation disappears. That is where discipline begins. Discipline means showing up anyway, training anyway, working anyway, focusing anyway, even when your mind screams no. That is the separation point between average people and powerful people. Average people need inspiration to move. Strong people move regardless. The uncomfortable truth is this: motivation often becomes a form of procrastination. People become addicted to consuming motivation instead of building discipline. They watch videos instead of taking action. Read quotes instead of changing habits. Talk about success instead of suffering for I. Motivation creates emotional excitement. Discipline creates results. And results are built through repetition, not feelings. Think about the strongest people you know: athletes, entrepreneurs, warriors, leaders. Do you think they always feel motivated? No. They simply train themselves to act despite discomfort. That is power. Real self-improvement begins when you stop negotiating with yourself. When the alarm rings, you get up. When work becomes difficult, you continue. When motivation disappears, you keep moving, because discipline is not a feeling. It is a decision, repeated daily. Most people avoid discipline because discipline feels painful in the beginning. Waking up early hurts. Training hurts. Studying hurts. Sacrifice hurts. But there is something far more painful than discipline: regret. Regret destroys people slowly. The regret of wasted years. The regret of wasted potential. The regret of becoming average because comfort felt easier. That pain follows people forever. And sadly, most people only realize this too late. Years disappear. Opportunities disappear. Energy disappears. And eventually, they look back wondering what happened to their life. The answer is simple. They waited too long for motivation. But life changes when standards change, not moods, not emotions. Standards, the moment you decide, I will do this regardless of how I feel. Everything changes, because now your actions become stable, and stable actions create transformation. That is why discipline creates confidence. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, your mind becomes stronger. Every difficult action builds self-respect. Every moment of consistency builds identity. Eventually, discipline stops feeling painful. It becomes part of who you are. That's the hidden reward. Discipline creates freedom. Freedom from weakness. Freedom from excuses. Freedom from the emotional chaos controlling most people. While others stay trapped in cycles of inconsistency, disciplined people continue evolving quietly, daily, relentlessly. And over time, the gap becomes massive. One person waits to feel motivated. Another person builds anyway. Years later, their lives look completely different. That is the power of discipline, and the danger of relying on motivation, because motivation can start your journey, but only discipline can finish it. Stop waiting to feel motivated. Start becoming disciplined. That is where real transformation begins.